Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The first of 3 on this Thanksgiving. Glad to have you along on this holiday. And we begin right here in the Motor City. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right to the air to open this one up. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. Here's 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now Gibbs. And he's just pushing guys out of the way. Powering forward for a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. He'll drop to throw. Working free downfield. It is Williams. 18 yards on the connection. Good for a Lions first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Williams in motion. They run on the jet sweep. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. The Colts have got it. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, had it in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back, and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. He's got his man. That's down. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down. Here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
3rd and 6. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw. That'll be intercepted. He is out of bounds, but that's a nice return to give the offense the ball up past the 45-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. They'll get this across midfield. He's brought down following a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. He is not going to get away. Might have got a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And this ball is intercepted by J.C. Horn. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
First down, Colts.
So we are through one on this Thanksgiving Day. What will the second quarter have in store? And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 2.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 98 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On play action, he'll set up to throw.
At some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They hand it to Gibbs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Sudden change, so you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Receiver in motion, headed left. Here comes the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. His 6th touchdown now for the season. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
The ball carried by number 39. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. The 32-yard line.
Second down and 8. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Downs goes in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Downs goes in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Third and 9. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. That's quickly out to Williams. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. On the ground, this is Gibbs. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A long one from Gibbs, 33 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
He is in. Touchdown, Lions. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Harris, the man in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one complete right side. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find...
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right sideline and complete. The Lions called their first timeout as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Now a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away. This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. And he's into the end zone. And 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Colts.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he brings this back all the way to midfield.
The Colts take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The third quarter begins with a run. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete, and it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. Not much happening there, just a short game.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Finding yourself down here multiple scores in the second half, the defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Harris, the man in motion. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Now Aubrey for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts draw closer here. It's 21-14. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Here's a third down and 4. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down. The Lions will punt this ball away. Back deep, Anthony Gould. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. Finding room across midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Indy. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
This taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Washington. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Here's Gibbs. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only do they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He fields it at the 8. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll throw out of the gun. A hit, and he has lost the football. And the defense has it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
They face 2nd down and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw. Pass right side to Downs. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Josh Downs. Touchdown, Colts. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Colts will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Back to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 38 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display.
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. And the Colts are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole? So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it. Third down and 9. He'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. To the air now on 1st and 10. He's going to air this one out, and he can hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by him, there is a lot of space open underneath. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Colts.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So, not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. On second down, here's a run with Taylor. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here we go. One final play. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end.